darlings, hope you're all doing well and staying safe out there. Welcome to another pick a card reading with me, Blush Lily. So if you guys have been wondering when will I get married, who will I marry, this is the right pick a card reading for you. Today I'm going to be using my tarot and oracle decks to tap into the energy of you and your future spouse to answer those very questions. Before we get started, a quick reminder to like, share and subscribe if you haven't already done so. Alright my darlings, so for today's reading we're going to have three options. This is option number 1 with pink quartz. Option number 2, you guys get the rainbow pyrite. And option number 3, you guys get the amethyst cluster. So use your intuition, don't overthink it, see which crystal is calling out to you. If you do need a little bit more time to make your decision, pause the video because we're going to go ahead and get started with option number 1. Option number 1, if you were drawn to the pink quartz, to the crystal of love, hi and welcome to your reading. So let's take a look at your energies. First and foremost, we're going to start with taking a look if there's anything preventing you from getting married. Yeah? If there's anything standing in the way of your happily ever after, anything that you need to address, anything that you need to know, anything that you need to heal, let go, you know the drill. Anything you need to eliminate. A lot of you're not putting yourselves first. Yeah. A lot of you're not putting yourselves first. With the Two of Wands coming through in reverse over here, my darlings. It's something, I feel a lot of you guys could be empaths, highly sensitive, emotional people. And it's just in your nature to put other people first. A lot of people take advantage of you because of that. A lot of people have taken advantage of you in the past, but that's just your loving and caring nature. However, your spiritual team is coming through over here and saying that you need to stop worrying about what other people are going to think. You need to stop worrying, because for some of you this could even be a question of arranged marriage or hurrying things up because your sister needs to get married, or you know, just hurrying things up because the society is telling you. It's all sorts of things where, like, they're showing me you put yourself last, you put yourself first from the other direction. So it's this energy where you need to put yourself first, you need to put your love life first. It could be that other people depend on you, it could be that you have children and you feel like your children are dependent on you. So when you're making a decision about who you're going to marry, you have to consider their opinions, which of course is the case, but here it's like for some of you, you make the decision for them. Like they're not going to like this person, or like, you know, maybe they need to have only the one father figure in their life. There's loads and loads of overthinking over here, option number 1. And you're putting other people first. Maybe some of you have this subconscious belief that, you know, everybody has to be happy and then I can be happy. Come on, you guys. Some of you might be thinking that you need to move to another location, and some of you might be right. Because there's an energy of needing to have an adventure. Some of you might be seeking refuge in the marriage. But there's still an adventurous part of you that wants to go out and have fun. But yeah, like I said, for quite a few of you, location could be an issue. With whom it's going to resonate, you will know, yeah? So maybe this is what this card was talking about. That you need to put yourself first, that you need to be able to separate yourself from maybe friends or relatives or people, you know, that you've outgrown. Because here they're telling me like it's time to embark on an adventure. It's time to discover a lot of things. Maybe some of you, you're going to be meeting your future spouse when you're going to be traveling. But here's like the energy maybe that you are not allowing yourself to travel. You're not allowing yourself to move on. You're not allowing yourself to discover things. Because you think that somebody needs you. Somebody is going to feel like bad if you leave, or the decision is up to you, yeah? Are you going to be uncomfortable and making sure everybody else is comfortable, or is it going to be vice versa? Because you guys are disappointed. The relationships you've been in, the people that are surrounding you, I don't see anybody who's like right for you. And I know this is a general reading, but for a lot of you guys, this has a lot to do with not putting yourself first. And the thing is, like, when we put others first and we don't get enough energy from them, we tend to resent them. We tend to resent them, and then we tend to resent ourselves. So there's this energy of resentment. There's this energy of missing chances. But they want you to see, your spiritual team wants you to see that if you put yourself first, then the dynamic will shift. So let's go ahead and find out when you guys are going to get married. Yeah? Whether it's going to be timing, whether it's going to be at a particular stage in your life. Okay, for some of you straight away, there's an energy of when you will start looking after yourself, when you will start putting yourself first. Because it's like for a lot of you, the universe is coming through and saying, listen, I have somebody for you. I have somebody for you over here. Don't miss this chance. But you, it's almost like you're afraid to piss people off with your happiness. So they're saying as soon as you are not going to be afraid to piss people off with happiness, with, you know, and I don't know, it's like I keep hearing like survivor's guilt, you know, or guilt, like maybe you're surrounded by people who had unhealthy marriages, maybe it's family, maybe it's friends. And it's almost like you feel you might be attacked or disliked if you're going to be in a healthy relationship. And this is where, like, they're saying that as soon as you release the fear, because most of the time it's not even real. We think that people are going to be like jealous, and yeah, some of them they might be, but they're also going to be people who are going to be happy for you. And then once again, does it really matter? Are you willing to sacrifice your happiness for somebody else's happiness? For some of you, it's the energy within the next 4 years, yeah? But this is like only, I feel, if you guys are younger, yeah? So I would say before 25, if you guys are before 25, younger than 25, it could be within the next 4 years. But it doesn't matter how old you are, they're saying the main energy is that you're not afraid, or you don't think that you will rub like your happiness into somebody's face. Whether it's your sister, your brother, your mother, your father, the society. It's an adventure. It's saying you need to embark on your own adventure over here. A lot of you, you're still very young. Like even if you're in your 60s, the energy is young. The energy is like of, you know, when we don't get to grow through a particular stage in our life, it sticks, it doesn't go anywhere. It's like trauma, it doesn't go anywhere unless we heal it. So it's this energy where you guys still need to experience some sort of adventure, travel, explore your path. A lot of you might be meeting your future spouse while traveling, while discovering things. Because then you're going to be looking up. You're going to be looking like at the sky. You're going to be looking at the horizon. You're going to be looking at the landscape. Not just doing the usual over here with the Four of Cups. And once you again, it's this energy of releasing yourself, guys, with the Eight of Swords. For some of you, you will be meeting your future spouse within the next 8 months. Like the universe is saying, you will have this opportunity to meet your future spouse within the next 8 months, given that you free yourself up energetically, that you dedicate the time, the resources to free yourself up. For some of you, it's a very quick engagement over here. You meet in 8 months and another 8 months and you could be married. Or engaged at least. It's when you become like the master of you. Does that make sense? With the magician energy coming through over here, my darlings? The master of you. There's still people looking at you. There's still people like, what is she doing? What is he doing? But now you don't give a flying monkey. You're doing you. You're doing your own thing. And this is a beautiful energy. For some of you already in a year, I see you're married. And what's amazing, guys, is that there are people who are literally fighting over you. There are going to be people fighting over you. Competing with one another to get your attention, to get your affection. For some of you, there's an indication of remarrying, yeah? With whom it's resonating, my darlings. Option number 1, it's the energy of remarrying. Some of you could be meeting somebody in May. This is a timeless reading, but the month of May is important. And having a May wedding. Okay, let's take a look at who the lucky person is going to be. Who will you marry? Let's take a look at their main psychological traits, their archetype. Seeker. See, this is a brilliant energy because it mirrors yours so beautifully. Look at this energy, the seeker energy. Beautiful. Thirst for wisdom and truth wherever they are. Okay, so some of you guys, I don't know what it is, but they're showing me somebody who is so attractive, so like hot. There's this energy of like tanned skin, brown or black hair, beautiful eyes, piercing eyes, like the eyes that see through your soul. Somebody who loves traveling. Somebody who is constantly looking for answers, for wisdom. This person is beautiful inside and out. But this person is adventurous. This person is a fast thinker. This person is passionate. They're passionate. There's fire within them. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, possibly. This person could come from a place where there's a lot of deserts. Could be mixed race as well. Their favorite color could be brown. But this is somebody who seeks. And the interesting thing is they're seeking you. They're seeking you as well. But if you don't put yourself first, if you don't travel, if you don't discover, if you don't go out there, then they're just walking around in the desert, calling out your name. Subconsciously, obviously. Or maybe consciously, but there's this energy of like them looking for you. Because even if you don't believe in the concept of a soulmate, they do, your future spouse does. They believe in the concept of somebody who's right for you. And they're looking for you. Because they have a lot of love to give, but they're also tired. They need this, like, they need your energy as well. Like you need theirs, they need yours. A storyteller, somebody who might be very good when it comes to books, when it comes to singing, when it comes to composing, when it comes to channeling the energy of the divine in one way or another. Ability to experience and express life through stories and symbols. Your future spouse might have tattoos. Your future spouse might be connected to music, to books, yeah. Somebody who might be very interested in ancient Egypt, in ancient, I don't know why I keep hearing Mesopotamia, okay, in Atlantis, in like rare things, in unique things, and they will consider you rare and unique, a precious one. They're telling me precious one. They will call you precious one. For some of you guys, this is a general reading, I'm seeing somebody who has a very dark skin complexion, brown, not brown, black hair, curly black hair, big hands, ladies, wink wink, yeah. If it's a woman, she will just have long fingers, like really nice long fingers, because I know we have guys watching my readings as well. But it's the energy of passion, of fire, of drive, of internal energy. But it's like this vibe where they're really lonely without you. Really lonely without you. And maybe they're traveling around the world looking for you. And you're sitting at home. Tell me more about who you will marry. They're very smart. Very smart, a lot of sex appeal. For some of you guys, this could be a teacher, this could be a lawyer, this could be a government worker. Yeah, an author is coming through. A doctor, maybe a surgeon for some of you. Somebody who works with medical research, I keep hearing. Somebody from Ireland is coming through. Very interesting. Again, I keep telling you guys, I keep reminding you that this is a general pick a card reading. So, you know, we might have somebody from the Middle East. We might have somebody from Africa coming through. We might have somebody from Ireland and UK coming through. But the energy is just so wow. Wow. Show me more. Very honest. That's another thing that's being made very apparent. Honest. Like this person does not give you any BS. It could sometimes have a shadow aspect to it, I will admit, but this person, they don't play games. They don't like games. From the beginning, they will tell you, baby, whatever it is you do, you don't play games with me. I keep hearing like, I'll give you the world, but don't play games with me. For some of you, it could be somebody into sports. Yeah, somebody who plays rugby, somebody who plays football, somebody who... what else do they do? Maybe it's tennis for some of you. But they could be part of some sort of team. Cricket. Since we have the long sticks. And my darlings, for those of you who are attracted to women, if we are talking about a woman, oh my gosh, is she going to blow you away? Yeah, with the Empress energy over here. This is the energy of somebody who has this fantastic connection to self, who takes care of themselves, okay? Woman, man, I'm talking in general over here, but especially if we're talking about women. And I don't mean like anything like overdone, like, you know, like extra long eyelashes. No, this is more about natural beauty. But this is more about the energy of feeling beautiful regardless. A very feminine energy is coming through for some of you guys. Very feminine, very beautiful, very nurturing, motherly, sexy. For some of you guys, there's a woman coming through with full figure, so juicy, so like, wow. Very nice. Give me information on the relationship dynamic now. And again, guys, this is a general reading, yeah? I have to keep repeating this. If you do want a reading that's tailored specifically to your future spouse, to you, send me an email. The email's in the description box below, yeah? You will mature with this person. This person will mature with you. There's very much about growing older together. Growing older together, growing and getting over life's hurdles together. Nice, you know, it's not like a mother-son energy, it's not like father-daughter energy. No, it's partners, you know, it's not where one person is more mature than the other. No, I think both of you still have a lot to learn. It doesn't matter how old you are, yeah, but it's this energy of overcoming things together, of facing difficulties together, where one person doesn't run away from at the first sight of things not going according to the plan. Facing fear of differences, yeah? It could be that, again, you might have different religions, you might have different skin color, you might have different upbringing, you might have lots of different things. And facing that fear, that's, you know, some of you guys could be, like I said, an interracial couple, international couple. Maybe some of you guys are mixed race. But here, this is the energy of conquering the fear of the unknown, of the different. Maybe some of you're meant to embark on a journey together and live somewhere completely different. And you're afraid, you know, that you might not like it there, or... But your future spouse, they won't let you down. If this is one of your fears, that, you know, you leave your country, you leave your security, yeah, your stability, and you go to another place, and they leave you there, they don't. They don't leave you hanging, yeah. And once again, there's no confusion. No confusion in this relationship. A lot of things that are going to be triggered, but resolved. Like, this person is coming to help you, like, clean out your closet when it comes to a lot of fears, a lot of limitations. And once again, like, learning, you guys are going to be learning to put yourselves first. Letting go of regrets and opening up. Letting go of regrets and opening up. And here, look at this energy of commitment. Look at this energy of love. The energy of it's meant to be. Yeah, and if it's meant to be, then it's meant to be. Alright, my darlings. Option number 1. This is where I'm going to end your reading. Don't forget to claim it down in the comments below. Right, I claim it. Do give me a thumbs up if you guys enjoyed this reading. For personal readings, send me an email. The email's in the description box below, together with my Patreon page, the link to my Patreon page, with more exclusive content, additional discounts, and much, much more. Alright, option number 1, take care of your amazing selves now. Bye. Option number 2, if you were drawn to the Rainbow Pirate, hi and welcome to your reading, darlings. Let's go ahead and get started. So before we start answering the questions of who I will marry, and when you guys will get married, let's find out if there's anything preventing you from getting married, preventing you from meeting your future spouse, any blocks, unfinished stories, fears, limitations, anything standing in the way of your happily ever after. Okay. Hello, the Tower. You're just bringing that intense energy. Option number 2, coming through with the Tower energy. Yes, they're telling me that there is going to be a shift that's going to be occurring. Show me more. You might be with somebody at this particular moment. You might have broken up with them at this particular moment, yeah? So if you guys are like completely single, I don't think this is the option for you, because here already they're showing me people who are either in a relationship or in a situationship, yeah? And they're showing me that the person you think you might end up marrying, the person you think is the one, most probably this is not the right person, because they're showing me some sort of realization, some sort of event, learning the truth, learning something that will make you feel like, all right, you know what, this isn't for me. This isn't what it's supposed to feel like. Completely no. It's the energy of like having invested in somebody for so long. For some of you, you guys might have a crush on somebody at work. It's like they're basically showing me like that the wrong person is standing in the way for you, option number 2. It's either that some of you might have this almost, I would actually call it an obsession. Maybe an obsession with somebody who is an actor, a singer, an obsession of how your future spouse should be, what they look like. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like the universe is saying, you need to be more flexible. You need to be more flexible. Because they keep showing me like the person sitting like next to you, like they're showing me you as a king or a queen, and there's like a throne next to you, and they keep like showing me like this person is not it, this person is not it. So I feel a lot of you guys, it's like they're saying energetically there's somebody else. And you keep waiting, and like you had to do a lot of work on this relationship. You put in a lot of resources, and you're like, or you keep trying to manifest a specific person. And the universe is like, no, darling, no, you have to learn to trust me a little bit more. You're afraid of going into something new. It's like this energy of not trusting yourself. Why don't you trust yourself, my darlings? Yeah, for some of you guys, you have this energy. There's this energy of a false twin flame. And I don't like all of those like labels, but there's this energy of being with somebody who promised you a lot, or you know, somebody, it's the energy, like, I don't know, this connection, it's sticky, you know, it's the energy that you can't get out of this connection. But at the same time, this is not your future spouse. It could be that, like, you're like, I want children from this person, I want family with this person, I want something more with this person, but they're not ready. You're not seeing the whole picture just yet. You're not seeing the whole picture just yet. They're also saying that you're afraid that people will just keep lying to you and lying to you and lying to you and misleading you. So yeah, my darlings, there's some need, you know, some need for healing over here, definitely. Maybe you just got out of a relationship, or somebody close to you got out of a relationship. And there's just this energy of being like all over the place. But once again, they keep saying, trust the stars, trust the universe to bring you to the right person. Because for most of you, and this is a general reading, but for most of you, the person that you're thinking about, the person you're in a situationship with, the universe is like trying to help you see things that you don't want to see. Let's find out when you will get married. And then we'll take a look at who you guys are going to marry, yeah? When will you get married? At which stage in your life, or what? Interesting. For some of you, I'm hearing at what age. Let's take a look. The universe keeps saying, don't stand in the way of fate. Don't stand in the way of fate. You keep trying to marry somebody who's not marriage material. You keep trying to love somebody better. You keep trying to see something, like see people for what they are not. And it's hurting you. It doesn't hurt anybody else. It's hurting you. For some of you, your wedding, guys, is going to be in October. I'm not talking about years now. I'm talking about October, months. September, October. Some of you guys could be marrying a Leo. Good. They're saying for a lot of you, it's not far away. It's not far away at all. There's this energy of this, you know, of you getting married quite soon. For some of you, it's 11 months. For some of you, it's 11 months. This is a timeless reading, yeah? For some of you, they're saying that you will meet somebody when you go to a training. There's a training, like getting new information. Or a new job is indicated over here. They're saying once you stop resisting, good guys and good girls. They're showing 10 of Cups. Look at this. Like literally, it's very close to you guys. For a lot of you, option number 2. Getting married for some of you within 10 months. You could be meeting somebody could be very like close to you. This is why the universe is pushing you to see the truth about the other person. For some of you, it's a year and 10 months. But for a lot of you, it's so unexpected. It's just like, you didn't expect that, did you? You're like, no. And the universe will be like, see, told you there's somebody better, told you. And they keep saying, just let go, just let go. Allow the new energy to come in. Allow this new energy. Let's take a look at your future spouse. Let's take a look at who you will marry, yeah? I'm going to be taking a look at the archetype, their psychological portrait. A shapeshifter. Interesting. Okay, so option number 2. I guess you're just into the artistic type, right? A lot of you. Into actors, into singers, into YouTubers, into maybe somebody who's an artist. Because there's this energy of a shapeshifter. A person who can easily adapt to any situation. Skill at navigating through different levels of consciousness, ability to see potential in everything. So not only can they shapeshift when it comes to their physical appearance, but this is also a person who is very much tapped into their own energy. Somebody who, I don't know, maybe they do astral travel, maybe they do very in-depth meditations. Somebody who has discovered a lot of aspects of themselves. But also this is somebody who can like literally shift. I think this is somebody who maybe changes their hair color quite often, their appearance, their style. Maybe this is somebody who's very connected to fashion, maybe to the world of fashion. Yeah, and they're very fashionable and they follow the trends. And this could be somebody who likes different sorts of music, different sorts of foods, you know. Not somebody who's just set in like living in one box. No, they think outside the box. They look maybe slightly different to what people, are used to. And they see a lot of potential. So for some of you, this could be somebody who is either a producer or an investor, because they tend to notice things other people don't. So I'm getting an introvert. Most likely this is going to be an introvert with the hermit energy. Somebody who likes to wear black. Serves personal creativity, seeks solitude to focus intently on inner life. Yeah, so this could be somebody who likes living in the country. This is like maybe somebody who does not like large crowds of people whatsoever, but at the same time, when they have to go out into the large crowds of people, they can adapt really, really well. But if it's like their choice, they'd rather spend time, you know, like next to a lake or like by the ocean or in the mountains. They might be working from home, because we have the networker over here. They might be working from home. They could be a freelancer. Enhances unity through sharing of information, engenders social awareness and empathy. So it could be an empathetic person. And we have the healer, yeah, somebody with a healing energy. And once again, there's this vibe where they know how to work with energy. So this could be a manual therapist. This could be a massage specialist, yeah, somebody who does massages. This could be somebody who does Reiki healing, but this could be a doctor. Passion to serve others by repairing body, mind, and spirit. Ability to help transform pain into healing. Could be a psychologist as well. Yeah, since we're talking about the shapeshifter, this could be somebody who's very interested in psychology. Maybe they have their own blog, or maybe they have their YouTube channel, but there's something about like them having their twist on something that's traditional. For some of you, I'm seeing somebody from Asia, Malaysia. For some of you, I'm seeing somebody from America. Mexico is coming through over here. Mexico, Peru, Brazil with the healer. Somebody from Eastern Europe. A person with a very strong willpower, you guys. A very strong willpower. People pay attention to what your future spouse is doing. Literally, they're telling me loads of people have their eyes on your future spouse. So it could be somebody who works over the internet. It could be somebody who's popular. I wouldn't say like they're world famous, but they're quite popular. And they're very good at their skill. Whatever it is that they do, other people are like, how did they do that? How did they do that? And it could be like somebody who teaches people as well. They're good when it comes to communicating. Even though they have this introvert streak, they're very good when it comes to communicating. I don't know why it's important and it's coming through, but maybe it's going to be important for some of you. They don't make mistakes when they write, when they speak. Somebody who's very well spoken, very articulate. Maybe a little bit posh. If we're talking about women, this could be somebody who has a very motherly energy, yeah? Somebody who wants to heal, somebody who wants to, very open heart chakra for both males and females, but especially when we're talking about females, a very open heart chakra, somebody who was born to be a mother. For some of you, depends on your age, they might be a mother already. And again, a singer, a poet, an actor, an actress, but very intuitive. Maybe somebody who does tarot as well. I'm seeing some ginger ladies over here, maybe with freckles. Somebody with very curly hair. Very curly hair, like bouncy curly hair. Amazing. And for some of you guys, this person is like really, really blonde. Like really blonde. Really pale skin and really blonde. With their favorite color being white. Optimistic, energetic. Full of joie de vivre. Very impulsive at times. Sometimes careless, but courageous in their own way. Let's take a look at the relationship dynamic for you, option number 2. Your relationship dynamic with your future spouse. It might take you some time to open up to them, and it will take them some time to open up to you. But what's interesting is both of you are going to be willing to put in the effort in this relationship. Yeah, and you will feel so secure in this relationship. So secure with your future spouse over here. There's an energy of like, okay, I can trust this person. I can trust this person to be a good husband, to be a good wife. I can trust this person to be a good father, a good mother. And there's definitely an energy of feeling secure. And if you guys do want children, having children. Yeah, I see that you could be somebody who likes designing, who likes interior design, who likes to decorate things, who likes to make things her own or his own. Yeah, you might be into gardening as well. Maybe you have like plants and you're like, okay, well, I want to water the plants in our house, I want to water the plants in our hearts, yeah, and like make it like everything grows with love and nourishment. This is the energy of your relationship dynamic over here. And little by little, both of you will start opening up to one another, because both of you are very, very deep when it comes to who you are, when it comes to the layers that you have. And I feel for some of you guys, it might even be, and this might sound a little bit too out there, but I'm just sitting here channeling. It could be that you might realize that you had a past life together. You know, it might be that it's going to be really weird, but you might realize you might have similar flashbacks. You might have similar interests, like that are very unique. And you thought like you were the only one who could possibly have this interest or could possibly have this fear. And you will realize that you're quite alike. You will also feel like with this person, like you are with somebody to whom you can give your heart without worrying that they'll crush it or they'll toss it or they'll do whatever. It's the energy of feeling secure. The energy of feeling secure of waking up without makeup, the energy of feeling secure of putting on weight, losing weight, being in a bad mood, being in a like whatever, you know. Like you're in a safe space when you're next to one another. The chemistry is going to be off the chart. Off the charts, absolutely. Chemistry between the two of you is undeniable. Feelings, you know, when you're first going to go on dates, there's this energy of like butterflies in your tummy. When you go weak on your knees, you know, when somebody that you absolutely adore kisses you and you're thinking your knees are going to give way. You're like, oh my God, I'm going to melt into the arms of this person. This is the sort of energy that I'm getting for you guys. Yeah. And since the self-love came through in reverse, this relationship dynamic will focus on both of you learning to love yourself. And once again, like I was saying about watering the plants in your heart, in your mind, there's lots of kind words in this relationship dynamic. Encouragement, kind words, and just kindness overall. I really like that. A lot of kindness, a lot of adventure. A lot of understanding each other's trauma and not giving each other like a hard time about it whatsoever. Being so understanding, feeling so comfortable. And this relationship is being real. Being real, being in the moment, not living in the past, not living in the future, but being in the moment. Because you're finally going to be where you want to be with whom you want to be. Let it be so, my darlings. Option number 2. This is where I'm going to end your reading. Don't forget to claim it down in the comments below and get those thumbs up for this video. If you feel you'd benefit from a personal reading, do send me an email. The email's in the description box below. So is the links to my Patreon page with more exclusive content, additional discounts, and much, much more. Take care of your amazing selves now. Bye. Option number 3. Hi and welcome to your reading, my darlings. If you were drawn to the Amethyst cluster, let's go ahead and get started with your reading. So before we're going to be taking a look at who you will marry and when you will get married, I want to make sure that there's nothing standing in the way of you getting married. Nothing standing in the way of your happily ever after. So let's see if there are any unfinished stories, blocks, fears, anything that could be standing in the way that you need to address, pay attention to. You're hiding your soft side. You're hiding your soft side. Your inner child is like, I'm done with you. I'm done with you. But if we're talking seriously, my darlings, yeah, there's this soft, timid, shy side of you that's repressed. So I don't know if you felt like you had to be harsh, if that you felt you have to be like, not even that you have to be, that you've become cynical. Yeah, what's interesting is this card of youthful energy usually comes up for people in reverse. Yeah, it usually comes up for people who had such a big heart, but people repeatedly hurt you. And you have become somebody who people might even fear now, or people might find intimidating, because you have just put layers upon layers upon layers of emotional armor, because somebody really got to your heart. Somebody really left you heartbroken. And you thought that it was because of this timid, shy, naive, trusting side of you that you got into trouble in the first place. So you ended up putting the blame on yourself. Blame for experience, blame for something you didn't know. And then you decided that, you know what, this side is not going to come out anymore, because this side got me in trouble. Because this side is seen as weakness. So you hide your beautiful, sensitive, loving, caring personality behind a very thick armor of protective energy. But it's been so long that this armor has become a wall. And you're like, I want the universe to see, I want God to see. But if you're not letting people in, there's nothing the universe or God can do, because you are powerful. You are in charge. You are the master of your destiny. And here, your spiritual team is coming through, and they're being so soft and so kind and so nice to you, and saying that this part is absolutely lovable. Don't hide it, because the thing is, like, one thing is when you hide it away from other people, but another thing is when you hide it away from you. Do you see what I'm saying? And this is like the most heartbreaking part of this, that you hide this part away from you. This is part of self-acceptance and self-love. And there we go. Some of you guys could be divorced. Some of you guys could be widowed, yeah. And you're like, yeah, there's me. I'm just going to focus on me. I'm just going to focus on my well-being. I'm going to focus on my money. I'm going to focus on this. And if somebody wants to come into my life, they have to earn their place in it. And yes, it is rightfully so. However, it's too much, you guys. It's very hard for like people to get to you. Very hard. It's understandable why you're doing it, but and they're saying you think if people get very close to you, they might not see your value, or they might think that you're too soft, or they might think that they can do whatever. But the thing is, it's like a misconception between boundaries and between being kind and nice. Like you're mixing the two energies. Like you can still be nice and timid and cute and naive and still have boundaries that are solid IF, yeah? And you can still be, cold-hearted and reserved and still have issues with boundaries. So they're saying, like, don't mix the two terms. And some of you are trying to be workaholic, you're trying to be busy, yeah? You're putting your resources maybe into money, into building your, I don't know, some of you want to build an empire, some of you want to have a business, some of you are worried about money at this particular moment. You're like, Bless Julie, I need to work this thing out first, and then I will, worry about getting married, worry about getting falling in love and all sorts of things. Your spiritual team is coming through and saying there's no need to delay things further. And at the same time, you need to understand that you can do both. You can find that balance and you can do both. You can have a relationship and you can have a career. You can have children and you can have a career, so on and so forth. Obviously, you have to learn to balance it, but they just want you to see that this part is essential to you getting married, to you, because this part, it's almost like you're only offering half of you, or a quarter of you, and your future spouse is like their higher self is coming through and saying, no baby, I'll love you whole, I want you whole. And let me say that for a lot of you, your future spouse, they're very prideful. So for them, if somebody says no, they respect themselves enough to maybe they're going to try again like a couple of times, but here it's like you're in the mode of saying no. You have to earn my love, you have to earn this, you have to earn that, you have to prove to me. And they're very prideful. They're saying, okay, well, I'm going to try once, I'm going to try twice, but they also have their dignity, they also have this thing. So yeah, now that we've talked about your blocks, we've talked about your potential road bumps, let's find out when you will get married, because I'm sure that you guys will do the right thing. I'm sure you will do your healing. I'm sure you will do whatever you need to do. Because love wants to come into your life. It really does. When will you get married? Once you release, my darlings, once you release what's not longer, what's not yours. I wanted to say what's no longer serving you, yes, but it's more about release the need to hide behind work, release the need to hide behind having a lot of things to do, and prioritize. Prioritize your healing, your love life before anything else. Learning to delegate. Release your self-esteem issues as well. Here I'm seeing some of you guys, you might have this self-image issue, that you're too big, too small, too tall, too short, too this, too that. They're saying no. You're dragging it out longer than it needs to be. You're dragging out your loneliness longer than it needs to be. But the good thing over here, guys, the good news over here is the 10 of Wands, 10 being the end of a cycle. So literally it's like, you're going to be coming so close to a realization that you're holding on this bunch of wands. They're not even your wands, but you're also hiding behind them. And they're becoming heavy. And you're like, you know what? And then you're going to release them and they're going to come down, flop on the floor, on the ground with a big bang, and finally you're going to be seen. And you'll be like, okay, I'm seen. And you're going to feel a little bit vulnerable, you're going to feel a little bit uncomfortable, but now you're not hiding, and now the world sees you, and now your future spouse sees you. And that's what we want. So I feel for a lot of you guys, it's coming rather soon. This is a general reading, like I keep saying. If you guys want more details, more specifics, then opt for a personal reading. But here, for the majority of you guys, Somebody might be getting married in 18 months. Some of you guys might be getting married in August. I'm not talking about year, which year. This is a timeless reading. I'm talking about the month of August. Within 10 months. But it's the energy. See, it's like as soon as you walk away. They're saying as soon as you walk away and you feel free and you're feeling like... And I don't know why I just heard a knock. Somebody might knock on your door. Interesting. You might be in a hotel. I don't know what it is. It's like I heard a knocking. Like somebody might knock. And it's either they're going to mix up the room or I don't know what it is. But it's like literally they're saying your future spouse will come to you. Lucky. But obviously in reality it's going to be like, you know, you traveled one way, they traveled another way. But it will feel like they come to you. A lot of you might have issues with accepting compliments. And it's not like people don't tell you compliments, but it's more that you're like, you know what I mean? It doesn't go into your heart, it doesn't go into your head, it just goes over your head over there. And like, but if somebody tells you something nasty, then you're like, yeah, I'll take that. Option number 3. Look, love, peace, serenity. Guys, for some of you, and I'm going to blow your mind with this now. For some of you, you will meet your future spouse in a month. In a month. Do you hear me? It's that close. In a month. Because you've accepted this energy of being cute, of being shy, of being romantic, of being dreamy, of being maybe a little bit naive. Obviously not to the point where you become silly, but those are very important aspects of your personality at any age. It doesn't mean that somebody, because now you know, now you have the experience, now you have the wisdom. Now it's going to be very hard to trick you. But don't forgot the word. Don't take away this beautiful energy from the world. Don't take away this beautiful energy from you. Some of you will be getting remarried. Even if you have children, like 2 children I'm seeing for some of you. You might even be choosing between 2 people. Because look at this once again. Yeah? Juggling things, juggling 2 people. Being popular. 2 years for some of you guys. Some of you could be meeting your future spouse in a month. Some of you guys could be meeting, not meeting, but already getting married in 10 months. Up to 2 years. Some of you have a lot of repressed sexual energy, guys. Yeah? Allow yourself to be sexy. Allow yourself to be sensual. Allow yourself to be seen, to be noticed, to be a little bit playful. Don't stand in your own way. But you're that powerful that you can do it. Literally. The universe is not going to fight you. The universe loves you. Let's find out who you're going to marry. So we'll take a look who you guys are going to marry. Let's take a look at this person's archetype first. We have a very similar energy to you guys. Like attracts like in this particular case. Okay, so if we're talking about a woman, we're talking about a queen. A queen that doesn't know she's a queen. Radiates regal feminine, uses her benevolent authority to protect others. So this is somebody who is filled with responsibility. Somebody who feels that they have to help other people, sometimes to the detriment of themselves. Sometimes to the detriment of themselves with the martyr over here, learning to transcend nature of service to oneself or a cause. Sacrificing a lot of things for others. This person could be working in marketing. This person could be somebody who works with a lot of charities. This could be somebody who's a headhunter, a talent, quite religious for some of you. And then we have the networker, somebody who communicates a lot, somebody who like sends a lot of emails, a lot of letters. So somebody busy, and they might be middle management or upper management. I'm getting a lot of business energy in this particular reading for you. Option number 3. Could be a mediator. Could be somebody who works PR, events. Favorite color might be blue. And black, okay. Makes you aware of somebody draining your life force. So this person had to deal a lot with the vampires, a lot with energy vampires. And they still have this martyr energy. Like they can't help themselves. They have this energy of like wanting to help people, wanting to heal people. Seeing somebody here with very short hair. Some bold men coming through. Or somebody with very short hair. If we're talking about women, women come through with very short hair as well. They might be using extensions. But when we're talking about natural hair, they might have very short natural hair. Yeah, somebody who might be working in business, somebody who might be working with real estate as well. Yeah, with the 4 of Pentacles. Somebody who's good with money. There's definitely an energy of somebody who's good with money. Here I'm saying maybe somebody with gray hair. Yeah, if it's resonating, if we're talking about a gentleman or a lady that's maybe over 60 over here, they might have gray hair. Or sometimes it's genetics. Sometimes, like, you know, even when we're like 40s, in our 40s, we might already be having a lot of gray hair. Or once again, you know, I think at some point it was like fashionable to dye your hair gray, even like if you're in your 20s. But here I'm seeing somebody who already has acquired a lot. Acquired like car, house, his savings account. Somebody who's good with money, but I don't see like this person liking change too much. Yeah, so it's very hard for them to get into the mode of change. They like things to be stable, they like things to be predictable. For some of you, this person could be from Europe. There's an energy of somebody living in a European country, maybe from Prague. But at the same time, look at this, they have this romantic vibe. romantic, chivalrous, and very loyal. Very loyal. And this, I think, this is what's going to help you open up your heart chakra, help you heal the inner child, help you heal the inner romantic in you. Yeah, for some of you, it's not even so much the inner child, it's the inner romantic. It's the romantic that once had a lot of dreams and expectations and was then let down really badly. And it's like this reawakening of this romantic, because your future spouse is definitely a romantic. Chivalrous, you know, this is somebody who opens doors. This is somebody who, oh, for some of you, you know, it's this energy of surprises. Could be a teacher, could be a law enforcer. Very honest, direct, smart, very well thought through. Like, I don't know, there's like a man with a plan. This is what I keep hearing. A woman with a plan. But sometimes they might have issues with boundaries. Sometimes they might have issues with boundaries. Some of them over here have very beautiful green eyes. Green eyes. Wow. And they show me it's like it's contrasting with their skin color, making them really like, making the eyes pop. Mostly it's lean figures, tall and lean. Could be somebody from China over here, from somebody from South Korea. Somebody with a Nigerian background, maybe Ugandan background, India, Australia for some of you, even New Zealand. Interesting. Okay. Let's take a look at the relationship dynamic for you. Option number 3. You and your future spouse, the relationship dynamic. Clear. No confusion. Both of you know where you stand. Both of you know what you're doing. I like it. You know what they're showing me? They're showing me a really clear communication. They're showing me like, you know, I don't know why it's important, but it's like knowing where you are, knowing where they are, knowing like who's picking up the groceries, knowing who's like dealing with the kids, knowing this, knowing that. It's the energy of like a well-oiled machine. But it's not going to be boring, you know, that's the thing. It's like, I feel for a lot of you guys, for option number 3, you also like this energy of knowing what's coming next, of having like a certain way of life, of understanding that, you know, Saturdays we have a family dinner, yeah, or Sundays. Saturdays we go out for a movie or a picnic, we meet some friends, you know, it's chill. It's nice and chill. There's no games, there's no confusion, there's no like indecision, there's no uncertainty about what's happening, about what's going to happen, where we're going to live. And I feel like it's because your future spouse is going to be somebody, like I keep saying, a man with a plan. Your future spouse is going to be somebody who likes to plan things. If you're a male watching this, interested in females, you could have a wife that really likes to plan things. Sometimes it might even be to the point of labeling, you know, when you see on TikTok those like amazing men and women who like put everything in those little containers and label them, and everything's really clean, and you know, that sort of energy. And it's clear, it's concise, it's understood. Yes, it's a bit of OCD, but you know, it's good. End of heartbreak. I don't know why, but they're telling me that in this particular relationship with your future spouse, my darlings, option number 3, you are going to be healing from heartbreaks. Like your heart, I don't know, they're telling me I want to sing. Maybe some of you guys are singers. Maybe some of you will realize that you're good at singing, but there's this vibe where you literally want to sing. You know, when you wake up in a good mood and you want to hum and you want to like put some like a nice song on and you want to like go into a hot shower and go like a rub, you know, it's this energy like of I wouldn't say anything extraordinary happening, but you're going to have an extraordinary life made up of ordinary moments that are going to feel extraordinary to you. Because you realize that you don't need any drama, you don't need anything that's like triggering you. What you need is the love of your life by your side, and your kids and your doggos or your cats, yeah, whatever animals you choose to have, or children if you choose to have children. I keep hearing for some of you it's going to be blended families. Not afraid of differences, not afraid of being different, not afraid of speaking up and disagreeing. It could be that for some of you guys, you're used to thinking that in a relationship you always have to agree to avoid any confrontation, to avoid any arguments. Here they're saying, no, you can still disagree and you can still have arguments, but it doesn't matter because you're not going to fear expressing your opinion. You're not going to fear that it's going to ruin your relationship. Like this person, your future spouse, they understand that it's okay to have an opinion different to theirs. Now let's talk about bedroom. Because here, my darlings, you have passion. Yeah, so sex is very important in this particular option, in this particular relationship. Sex is always important, but for you guys, it's coming through as double important because there's definitely this connection. There's definitely an energy of being sexually compatible, yeah, and being very drawn to one another, exciting one another, sexting, texting, being naughty, being spontaneous. You know what I mean? It's this energy of like, okay, so maybe you're not going to be spontaneous in loads of other things, but definitely they're showing me when it comes to your sex life, a lot of spontaneity comes through, a lot of experiments coming through, being able to open up, being able to talk about who wants what, who needs what, and just, yeah, having that passion for one another. At some point or another, you will have to do some boundary works, okay, over here with control, but it's only like a minor inconvenience. Opening up your heart to love, learning to love yourself, yeah, again, self-love came through in reverse at first, yeah, but I'm very tempted to turn it upside down, because once you you open your heart, then self-love starts coming through. It might take a little while, yeah? Now, guys, and this is very interesting. I don't know who you're going to end up marrying. Maybe it's somebody who... Maybe you guys are going to be famous. Maybe they are. But there's this energy that people are going to be talking about your relationship, yeah? It usually happens even with people who are not famous, but here it's this energy of like people talking, people like blah, 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 yeah? So just keep in mind not to trust what people are saying, to be discerning with what people are coming to tell you, because it could be that you might be seen as this happy, healthy relationship, and it might trigger some people. So you might have some snaky snakes around you, but it shouldn't stop you from happiness. Could end up having 2 or even more children over here, yeah, and with mystery, once again, you might end up having some skeletons in the closet at the beginning of your relationship, but you'll be comfortable enough with one another to open up. And you will feel like friends. Look at this. You will have this energy of being able to goof around together, this energy of being able to experience things together as lovers, as friends, and as soulmates. All right, option number 3. Don't forget to claim this reading down in the comments below. Yeah, and give it a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification button so you don't miss out any of my other upcoming content. If you feel you would benefit from a personal reading, if you want to find out about your future spouse specifically, do send me an email. The email's in the description box below, together with the link to my Patreon page with more exclusive content, additional discounts, and much, much more. Alright, my darlings, take care of your amazing selves now. Bye.